Okay, there we go. I was trying to, let me just get you on my little stand here. I was trying to go live a bunch of times and good old Facebook, it wasn't letting me in. So hey, welcome to the workshop, you guys. My name is Brooke. I've been a State artist almost 2 years. So come March, I will be doing this and sharing it with all of you guys. And I have to say that I absolutely love it. Whether you're looking just to cover a little bit of something to make it more minimal, or whether you're trying to do full glam, this makeup is just awesome. It just looks so good. It's so natural. It lasts all day long, whatever your lifestyle is. I could be outside on a baseball field all day long and get home at 9 o'clock at night, and I still, when I wash my face off, I'm like, wow, there was still like coverage on my face, and it just looks so good. So there's a reason why we are all here, is because your friend loves this makeup too. So hang on one second. I'm just going to tag you inside of her party here. And that way you guys all know issues with Facebook. I mean, you gotta love it. So hang on. So I'm going to tag all you guys. Hopefully it'll send you an alert. It'll let you know I'm here. Throw it on while you're watching your breakfast this morning or whatever. But you can also come back tonight. So I always say, when your husband is snoring on the couch later tonight, come back, watch it. It stays in the party. Okay. So I'm still a little tan. It is fading a little bit. I was going to go live yesterday and I'm like, let me just see if one more day will kind of fade it a little bit so you can really see my makeup show up. My very first step that I like to do is I like to use this setting spray. So this is from Saint. You can use any other setting spray. Just make sure it is silicone free. So anything underneath your makeup, just so it doesn't slip, just make sure it is silicone free so it doesn't battle against the makeup. This setting spray is so good. It's super clean. There's less ingredients in it. I have 0 breakouts from it, and I struggle with hormonal acne. Like, I never struggled with anything like that when I was 14. You know, I struggle with it when I'm 43. So incredibly frustrating. So the more clean my skincare is, the more clean my makeup is, the more clean the products that I'm using on my face. Clearly my face is like so happy. So I do use this with the Perfector sponge. This is one of our new Perfector sponge. It's black. It's like incredibly soft. If you don't own this one yet, it is so good. So the other one is gray. That one comes in this cute little tin, like super adorable. This one comes in a travel case, and actually, I don't even know if I gotta show it to you. Hang on. I gotta grab it. I think I have it right over here. You can see my mess. It's out of my suitcase. That's where we're at right now. But check this out, you guys. I have just a bunch of like little hair clips and stuff thrown in there. It has the little logo on it. You can clip it to the outside of your makeup bag. And then if you're traveling on the go, this was able to allow the sponge to air out properly and dry. This little baggie is so awesome, but the sponge itself is actually so good. I like totally love it. Okay, so all I'm doing is I took the setting spray, I sprayed it on the sponge is damp, I put it all over my face. I do this as a way of just making sure my entire face is covered with the primer. So my makeup lasts even longer, so it looks even more natural. So there's like a smooth surface to go ahead and apply it. Okay, so here we go. Everything is customizable. You're gonna send me a selfie. It's gonna be the scariest thing you ever do, but this is basically what you're gonna do. If my phone was the window, you're gonna look straight at the window and snap. I ain't looking at your background. Doesn't matter what your hair is doing. Just snap the photo. I'm looking at this. If you have any areas of concern, like for example, when I turn my head sideways, I can see that underneath my eyes have a little bit of darkness. When I turn this way, I do have a little bit of sunspots. If there's anything that you want me to know, like these are things that bother you, just send those over, send additional pictures. Please don't be outside or inside your car. Don't face a mirror inside your bathroom. All of those will throw off the match and it won't be so perfect. So just natural light is the best way to go. That's how most of my pictures are taken. So just face a window, take like 2 or 3 steps back just like this and snap, okay? I have a mirror behind me, so that's why it's so bright, but just do that with a window. So it doesn't have to be sunny, it just has to be daylight. All right, so here we go. I do have my under eye darkness, which I know a lot of women struggle with, and a lot of women, it's all different colors. Because I am slightly tan. It's not as prominent on my face, but I still need to cover it. So I'm gonna come in with a color that is called Mango. I'm gonna be using the blend brush. You can absolutely use your finger. I'm just gonna come through and pop a little bit of this color underneath my eye, just like that, just to give it a little bit of brightness. And I'm gonna do a little bit on the top of your eyelid, because the top of your eyelid actually becomes translucent as you get older. It's just something that happens. So it kind of pulls on this like pinkish red hue. And sometimes you just need a little bit of something, and it acts as a really cool base for your eyeshadow. So I'm just taking this brush and I'm just slightly going underneath my eye. Very, very minimal product. And you can see all it did was just help give me this little bit of base to conceal. So I had been actually concealing wrong my entire life. And I honestly don't know why. I don't know if that's just the way my mom taught me, because that's the way it was back then. If just that's when you walked around the store at CVS and you're like, oh, concealer, and that's the one, and it's just lighter. I don't know if it's because I thought you just want lighter underneath your eyes, so you go lighter. I don't know. You just kind of like walk around the store and you're like, this is what I'm getting. So you actually have to go darker. You have to go darker to conceal it, and then you have to use a color over the top to brighten, okay? But just this alone is so awesome. So because I'm so tan, I'm gonna do a full face, but I wanna show you what this makeup can do. So I'm just gonna come in with that other side of the fluffy brush. I'm gonna tap into Mango, and I'm gonna let you just see, like, I have a little bit of redness and stuff over here. I have very, very minimal makeup on. You can make this makeup like so minimal. It is like so amazing what you can really do with less on your face. And the less makeup you actually have on your face, the longer it'll last, and the more natural it just looks like it's your skin. Isn't that just awesome? So I just wanted to show you, because as I become less tan, I can't do that little trick. But come all summer, I can actually do this with my face and barely have any makeup on, but still like get rid of that unevenness. So it's kind of cool. So I'm gonna show you this. I'm just like tapping it, swiping it, swirling it. And this is just the blend brush. I love this brush for a very minimal coverage. Now, you can do minimal coverage year round. Don't think just because I said this summer that you can't do it year round. You absolutely can. For me, I need more coverage because I'm usually covering sunspots and a lot of unevenness, redness and stuff like that. Now, if you do struggle with redness, we talked about that inside of the party. You want to come through, you want to scoop up this contour. This is called Aspen. Again, you can use any of the brushes. I just really like the blend brush. I just like how minimal it is. This is for covering up any redness. So like my nose tends to get extremely red, right? As most women's do. And you can come through, and this is a contour. So if you're looking for it, it's going to be in the contour section. And the color of it, can you see how that just got rid of some redness? And I barely have anything on my face. You can come through and you can try to use it to conceal any other sort of spots you may have or anything like that. You just put it on like underneath your makeup. It's going to keep it like very minimal. And we're just going to put a little bit over here because I have a really bad like sunspot over here. And you can use that to get rid of any redness or anything. So if you're struggling like with rosacea, you can really see the difference in your nose. If you're struggling with any of those, try one of these tricks. Both of them are great for redness and stuff like that. And you can see, you see like I barely have anything on it, just like minimally got rid of that. All right, here we go. That was enough of my minimal talk. Let's cheetah hack, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna come in, we're just gonna use our finger. We're gonna come in, this is Indigo. It's actually brand new. So I'm just gonna kind of like loosen this up here. And I haven't done a full face of makeup in probably about 2 weeks or so. I barely wore any makeup when I was on vacation. And I was actually on vacation with the makeup company. So kind of cool to be on vacation for a makeup business and barely anybody wears makeup. Like, is that not like so real and awesome? So what I'm doing is I'm just popping these in some key points on my face just to add some dimension. We're going to come down right here, put it right along our jaw. So that way we can define our jaw. So when we take a selfie, we look like we lost 5 pounds, right? And you're just going to kind of pop a little bit right there underneath your chin. You can also pop a little bit right here if you want to have a big old fat juicy lip. Now also take it and go straight down your nose. Go kind of close together. This is going to make your nose look tiny. And I don't even have a big nose, and I am obsessed with doing this. Actually, at first, I thought everybody would notice, and I'm like, oh, I just don't know. And then I come to realize that it's just really awesome. So totally try it. Okay, so this is where the hack is kind of a little hard for me. I am not quite just one color. So we're going to have to bear with me. So your brightener color is going to be a color that I match you with. It's going to brighten up your face. I'm going to kind of tap into 2 different colors here because I'm not quite my brightener color. So I'm going to use my old main color as my brightener right now. I'm coming down the middle of my face. This is what they call your T-zone right here. You can come across your eyebrows and there's your T. You want to brighten underneath your eyes. You want to just do 1 dot like this on the corner and 1 dot like that, okay? So 1 dot in the corner and 1 dot like that. You can also come through, and if you really want to define your cheekbones, put a little layer right here underneath. It's really kind of fun, okay? So there's that. Now my main color is going to be next. This is only usually my main color in the summer. So we're going to see how it looks all over my face. Okay. So you're going to have to kind of bear with me a little bit here because you're getting post tan cheetah hack. And you can see I'm just throwing this on my face, right? These dots are actually wicked easy to do. When you get all your makeup in, I send you a video and you're going to follow along with me. So you're not like getting all this stuff in and then you're on your own. So, and that's like the best part is you get me in your living room, in your bathroom, wherever you are. I send you these videos. You get to watch it. You can come on live. I'm with you every step of the way, and it's actually way easy. At first, I was like, what is all of this? So I'm going to teach you how to do it this way. I'm also going to teach you how to apply it traditionally because some people, that's actually my favorite way too. This is a quick 5-minute out the door. If you want a quick 8-minute out the door, I'm going to teach you how to do that too. So some people just like to apply it that way. Now we're also going to take our blush and we're going to throw our blush on too. So you literally can throw everything on and be done. So cool. 3D brush. If there is one brush that you pick up, don't not pick up the brush. They are made, I didn't. This is why I tell you, I didn't. I don't even think I have it here anymore. I ended up using like an old brush that I had, and the bristles are not made for cream. So you cannot find this makeup in the stores. She just does not sell it. So you can't find a brush made for it. So I, of course, was like, I have enough brushes, you know what I mean? I don't want to spend the money. So I didn't get it. And I think it was like week 2. And I was like, okay, it just felt like my makeup was still like thick. And I was like, the lady keeps saying that it's supposed to be like very thin and very natural looking. And although I loved it, I still just felt like it was kind of thicker. So I came back on and I ordered the brush, and it's a game changer. You can see it just blends like butter. But it actually helps like remove some of the makeup as you're like swirling it around. So when in doubt, blend it out. And that is like a little corny thing just to sort of keep in your back pocket. So can you see how fast this is? And actually, I think that was a pretty good match, right? I was like, we're just going to wing it because if it's too light, I can use more bronzer. I knew it wouldn't be too dark. So that is like pretty solid. That's pretty good. So this brush is cool too because it has this angle on one side. So all the brushes, no matter which brush you snag with Saint, it's going to be two-sided. This is just such a great brush. You can come through and stamp it or stipple, however you like to call it, and get more coverage. You can blend to get more of a natural coverage. You can also go very minimal, or we have some, I don't know where my other brush is. Over here. You can go more dense. So if you really like a makeup look, you can use the buff brush. If you want more of a minimal look, you can use the blush and bronzer one. It's really fluffy. You can do this medium one, so you can kind of have the best of both worlds, and you could go very, very minimal with blend. Really fun to have the same makeup, but get any look you want depending on the brush you use. So here's all those crazy dots. And look at, you can do your makeup in the car. You can actually travel with your makeup. You don't even need to check it in a bag because it's not liquid. The cool part about it also not being liquid is that it's not going to expire in the same way because you're not opening anything, right? You're not opening a tube. Nothing is being exposed in that manner where it's going to kind of have a shelf life on that same, that's the same way that you would with like liquid. And because it blends like into your skin, it's going to move with your skin. So it doesn't like cake. It's so good. You guys, it's just so good. So I'm just using that other side to kind of come straight down for my nose here. So that way I can kind of thin out my nose and I can touch my face. I don't have to worry about it. It's so good. Now, if you're ready to take it to the next level, super duper natural before I continue, take that sponge, use this to pull off any excess makeup that you may have. I didn't respray it, so this is just whatever is left over. And I'm basically just really focusing around my mouth, my nose, underneath my eyes. Those are my areas. Those are the most common areas, but those are especially my areas. But can you see what just happened to? I should have done just one half of my face. It like gave it life. Like now I have life. It's not matted down. Like it looks like your makeup. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take that blend brush one more time and I'm just going to go straight down my nose because I just want to brighten this up just a little bit. So I'm going to go right between that contour and I'm just going to pull a little bit of extra right on the sides to sort of just like make that pop. And again, my nose is like a little extra red because of my vacation, right? So the cool part is I actually shaded up 3 shades and I've backed myself down to 1. And probably next week I'll back down to another one. And I was able to have all of that inside of my palette right here. Like I just worked with the 3 colors and then had my brightener. It's actually really easy. So it was just any day that I wanted to put on my makeup, like at nighttime to go out to dinner or whatever it was, I was able to do that. And that is like so cool. Okay, this is the blush and bronzer brush. I'm going to tap into the bronzer. It is a matte bronzer, so there is no shine to it, which I absolutely love. Oh, I totally forgot to blend my lip out here. There we go. I love the fact that it doesn't have to have the shine in it. And it's not heavy. It's not like any of the traditional bronzers like you'll find in the store. So this, I wasn't sure how I would feel. Everybody needs Bella. She's the BFF for a reason. So watch this. We're going to come in with this big fluffy brush. We're going to do a tap for you. I'm going to come right like this on the top of my cheeks. I do have to do a couple taps here. And we are just going to give ourselves a little bit of warmth in some key spots. This brush is totally key for just having a very light coverage. We're going to pop some right up here. And I like to just tap it on the top of my eyelid. So I do go ahead and hit up some key areas like that. Now watch this. See how this is not tan? I mean, whose neck gets tan, right? You can take this brush and take this product and you can make sure that your makeup doesn't even look like you're not seamless. Is that not like the coolest, right? So there's also another brush, and this one I always forget the name of it, the shape brush. I don't know why. It just doesn't stick to my memory, but this one is good. If you're looking for bronzer and you want a more precise look, right? And so I do this a lot on my cheeks here. You can come in with a still, it's very fluffy in the same manner, but just smaller. So I like having the option of both. So I'll show you when I'm tan, I come through like that on my cheek and really kind of make my cheek a little bit darker. But then I take that other little side and I use this like this to get rid of like the raccoon eye. Because when I'm tan, I really cannot go more bold with my brightener. So I do that when I come back. And that way it sort of really helps everything pull together for me. So some key points like right here, just touch right along your jaw. Do your nose, do your chin, and you can kind of come across your forehead. And you can see, it's not that I'm still tan, so it's kind of hard, but there is a warmth when you're looking at the two that just by using a little bit. This one tin, and I use this year round, this one tin lasted me a year, okay? So the makeup lasts a really long time. My blush that I'm using, I'm going on 2 years with it. So when I tell you it's like forever, now I use a whole bunch, okay? So that doesn't mean that you might not replace yours if you only have one. I do have a bunch and I do, tend to sort of switch them up. But you guys, these are my go-tos. They're in here for a reason. They're my favorite. So I wear those the most and I'm going on 2 years with the same stuff. So your use very minimal. It's more your main color you'll replace and your highlighter. So your brightener one. And then whatever's left, we're just going to come through like this. Here you go. And then I'm just going to use that shape brush and basically like tap a little bit over here. I love to use it like eyeshadow too. You can use any of the colors like eyeshadow. So I just come through and tap underneath just like that. So fun. And I'm kind of going right along that line where the contour is, right? So I'm almost like defining my cheekbone in a way. There you go. And then I just use this to just sort of like blend it all around. Now I go back to that sponge just to make sure I don't have too much on. You can do this totally at the end. I'm showing you this in stages, like I normally wouldn't do it until the end, because I just want you to see you can stop before the bronzer. You don't need to add the bronzer in. I will tell you, most people that don't get the bronzer, that's their next order. So you're going to want it. You're going to want the brush with it. There's a bundle. If you, oh, it's not called a bundle anymore. If you look in the collections, you can get the brush with it and save like $10 or something like that. You're going to want the brush. It's so good. Let me show you another way to use the brush. We're going to use that. We're going to come in and use, let's see. What color do we want to use? Let's use Summer Love. We're going to use it at the other side. You're just going to tap into it and you're going to go right on your cheek. This is such a pretty color. It's like just this little hint of pink, right? Is that not just like the perfect natural, like little hint of pink and it has like a little shimmer to it? So, and then I take that fluffy side. This is why I'm like, you guys, you need this brush. It's so good. You just take that fluffy side and you just like pop it on. You can see, and I already had the dots on. I could have left it, but I mean, I went a little heavier on the bronzer because I'm trying to match my tan. But is that not like so pretty? You can use this on your eyes too. So just have the bronzer on and just pull a little bit of the color just to kind of pull the whole look together, right? Like, and I have a hooded eye, so go up just a little bit so you can see it. And then you can use it on your lips too if you'd like. So my lips are actually a little dry. I use Aquaphor on my lips a lot. So I usually don't do that until the very end. I do like a shiny lip. And they are dark. Mine tend to go very, very dark. I actually have highlighter on them, but mine tend to go very, very dark. So a lot of the lip and cheek colors don't show up on me unless it's like winter. Okay. You guys, so easy. All right, I'm not letting you go though until I do my eyebrows because I use my contour to do my eyebrows too. So this is the line brush. This one's so good. It has an angled edge to it, so it's awesome. This can also bend. Your spoolie can bend too. And we're gonna dip right into Astoria. So a different contour than I used for my face, but I do use Astoria too. So I just used a darker contour today. Again, way fun to have two inside of your palette, and I'll match you with a contour so you don't have to guess. It's going to be scary because it's going to be the darkest color in your tin, or in your palette, I should say. It is very, very dark. But what I will tell you is when I got my match, I shaded myself down. And guess what happened? When it blended on my skin, you could not see it. And that is what happens to anybody else that does it. So I tell everybody, don't be scared. You just have to go with it because the colors on the website are not the same than when they come in person and then when you blend it on your skin. Like honestly, my main color is mango and it's like orange. And I just was like, I'm going to look silly with orange. And then it blends into your skin like butter. It's so good. So I'm just using this to just like fill in all these little hairs. You guys, it's so natural and it acts a little bit like a wax because it's the cream. So I had a hard time getting rid of my pencil and I was like, you know what, let me just try this. And I just love how natural it is. Okay, final step, your highlighter. This is what we actually call an illuminator because it illuminates your face. So we're going to come in and we're going to pop a little bit right here down your nose. This is going to give you like that very dewy, natural, sun-kissed look. You can pop a little bit on your lip like that. Take your blush brush, right? This is the blush and bronzer brush, but just take the brush side, pop a little bit like this. We do have that Summer Love on there. So you're going to just see it just kind of like, this is what catches the light when everyone's like, oh my gosh, you have this glow about you. You guys, one of the secrets is this illuminator. It's so good. The makeup is really good and the illuminator just absolutely like pops. So great. All right, I'm gonna go back to that blend brush really, really quick. And I'm just gonna show you, I'm gonna tap into a color and I'm just going to kind of like take this down just a little bit so I can show you that it is buildable. And if you feel like I just need to have a little bit more pop after I put all the bronzer on and everything, can you see what I just did? This is like such a great little secret. You guys, this brush, put this on your wish list. You probably won't get this in the beginning because, you know, that's a lot to get in the beginning, but you need it. And then you just come through to all those areas and I just come through and just kind of brighten my face right up. I can just touch it up so it can be exactly whatever the look you want. And that's it. So at any point you can stop. At any point you can just dot and blend and out you go. At any point you can add the bronzer. You can do your eyebrows. You can add lip and cheek. You can add the illuminator. And they come in all different colors. There's like a yellow one. There's a white one. There's two different pink ones. There's even one that when you're tan, I don't even know where I have it. It's called Glow. And you can put this one over your bronzer. So you can have, that's basically what I wore all last week. It's just so, so good. So get your selfie in. This is how you find out your colors. I'll break it all down for you. It's free. You don't have to worry about it. And then that way, when I'm like doing the colors throughout the week and I'm popping on live and I'm showing you stuff, you can be like, oh, I'm Sandy. Oh, I'm June, you know, whatever it is. So I will definitely show anything that you guys want to know. So let me know what it is. If you're like, I want to know about this, or you have any questions, just let's, you know, ramp it up and start asking all those questions and doing all those things. One thing I'm going to tell you though, is you're not going to regret this switch. I was scared because it's like you're getting everything all at once. It's not like you're just going to the store and you're getting like one thing. You are coming in and you're getting an entire palette. I will tell you though, you guys, get ready because you're going to be 100% addicted. It is so good. It's like nothing else you've ever used before. And it does not matter if you are 16, 25, 32, 47, 72, like no matter what age the women, they love it because it's not heavy, it's not thick, it's a perfect match. It doesn't like cake in your fine lines and wrinkles. It's just so good. It's just so good. So don't hesitate. Get those selfies over. Let's find out your colors and then let's just enjoy the rest of the day. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bye.